All right, so welcome everybody. I am going to mute you out just for a very brief moment. And I just actually have a really big announcement. So I wanted to reach out to some of my closest friends, business partners. I've probably talked to all of you at some point during the year. I know Reagan's on here as well. So I actually decided to throw this call out here. Probably at like 6:30, like an hour and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to inform a few key people first of what's getting ready to happen. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Don't look at my messy desktop. I've been working, but this call was invite only. And you guys know we have pretty big list. Reagan and I have done things together. We've been in a lot of different companies, but I do want to tell you this, that I took a hiatus. So Reagan and I decided to just focus on doing things together, kind of getting our lives in order. And I took a break from network marketing, took a break from being in other people's companies, but probably over the last 6 months, I've been invited to flyouts from this person. You know how it goes, like because they know you're going to come in and make them millions of dollars. And typically, we might make a little bit of money, but never as much as the company, right? Never as much as the company, because I think a lot of companies are set up um, with such heavy overhead that they cannot give the money to the field like normal. So I am telling you guys that I am coming out of retirement, and for a couple years, I had thought about being in other people's programs. I had gotten in other people's programs, but it never quite works out, right? The person who doesn't refer people, who isn't a good builder, who they have no friends left. Oh, you've heard it all before. They don't do well. But what Reagan and I knew is that back in 2020, when we left a program and we launched our own and we allowed our friends who had just been hurt by another company to come into our company, ours, like that we owned. We just happened to partner with the wrong people, but it happens, right? You can't cry over spilled milk. But I know what we did in those 30 days. We actually allowed all of our friends and family who came from another company to pre-build inside of our company. And when we allowed them to pre-build inside of our company, that first 7 days, everybody, like we made sure of it, everybody who was in there who did exactly what we said in those 30 days made anywhere from 500 to $50,000 in that 7 day period. And it's because we allowed them to pre-build, and we knew we can't make money if the field doesn't make money. So all companies should be set up like that, where if the field doesn't make money, then the company shouldn't be making money. If it's a network marketing style company, um, that's just what I believe. And I have a struggle going into other people's companies because I understand compensation plans. I understand breakage. I understand all of those things. And when I get into people's companies and I see that they make $1 million and everybody else is pinching pennies and destroying relationships, trying to get people in that business when they know that those people aren't going to make any income, it bothers me, right? So I took a break and I'm like, I'm done. I'm retired. Don't ask me to fly out. I don't care about coming out to meet whatever corporate staff you have. And at that point, I really didn't want to do my own thing either, because it's a lot of work unless you really partner with the right individuals. So I do want to tell you guys, I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm launching my own company, and the compensation plan is it's a forced kind of matrix. Another company did this, and people made a lot of income. Even people who never referred a soul to the program made phenomenal money, but it wasn't just one-time money, it was consistent money. And I know it can be done because we've done it before, and we're going to do it again. So that's all I have to tell you. I'm going to drop a form. I always drop a Google form, but our tech is off the hook. Our product line is off the hook. The compensation plan is amazing because you get positioned in there. And people always tell you just get positioned and you'll make money, but that's not really true, because in those comp plans, you got to balance legs, you got to do this, you got to do that, and it never pans out like that. You got to do something. Really, truly, in our program, it's about you doing exactly what I tell you to do, right? And getting positioned in there, and you can make money and never refer a soul. We've been working on it for over a year, and I'm out of retirement. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. December 26th. It's going to be by invite only. So I'm going to drop a Google form so you guys can fill it out. If you want to share that form, you can. Just make sure they put your name down. But December 26th is going to start me coaching and training you all the way until about January 15th on how to make as much money as possible and pre-build inside the platform. It's very important that you're on there, because no owner of a company is going to tell you how to make as much money as possible. There's no one who's ever done it before, I think, except Reagan and I back in 2021 when we launched. We told people exactly what they needed to do. Let me take that back. I did do it in another company. I didn't put my people in that company until I taught them for 30 days what they needed to do to make money. And they did make some really great income, but it wasn't sustainable because the product wasn't that great. And the compensation plan was too challenging. I don't want you guys to make a whole bunch of upfront money and then next month you can't pay your bills. So what we're going to do from December 26th until January 15th is going to set you up for life. And I can, with all confidence, say that without even, because we own it. And I know what you need to do to make sure you make as much money as possible, or at least get yourself positioned in there so that you're making money, even if you don't refer people. But I'm going to coach you. I'm going to train you. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. You're going to go to money school until January 15th. And then when we flip the switch January 15th, it's actually, I'm going to let you create a free account inside of our platform and then pay $25 to lock your spot. It'll be time stamped, right? And you can share your link. You want to get your people to do the same, because I'm going to give you $10 of that $25 back. But that's going to lock your spot. And then from January 15th, probably, these are tentative dates, but I want to tell you how soon it is. Then when we do flip the switch, I need everybody making extreme money that day, because that's the story. And that's the story that we created back in 2021 when 30,000 people, we let them build in the platform for free. So we'll let you kind of do that for free, create a free account. And then what we did is we flipped the switch, and then I think about $700,000 was made, and the majority of it went to the organization. So, we did really, really well. You just have to make sure you partner with the right people, which I have, and make sure that, you have people's best interest at heart. So, and I think every company should be set up, if the field doesn't make money, and I'm talking about all of them, then the company shouldn't make money. And that's possible, and we've created it. So here's what I'm going to do real quick. I am going to share a form with you guys. So hold on, let me find it. Let me share this form. And if you can't get it out of the chat, I need you to send me a text message. Okay. If for some reason you can't fish it out of the chat right now, just send me a text message and say, I need the form, and I'm going to put you on it. And then December 26th at 8 p.m., we go to school, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to make the exact amount of income that you want to make. I'm going to teach, I'm going to answer questions. We're going to break it down. We're going to know exactly what we need to do and pre-build before the switch is ever flipped. So when the switch goes off, you get paid. Okay. So let me go ahead and drop this in here. If it's something you're not interested in, then I'm not talking to you because right now, I think I have to go back to being no nonsense, unapologetic, because nobody's going to take care of you like you're going to take care of you. And I feel like I have a gift, and that gift is like to really truly care about people to a fault. But I think that everybody can win, right? If you have a great heart, but you have to have some type of plan, right? So I'm going to give you guys the blueprint and the plan, and I'm going to make sure you get it before we flip the switch. So somebody said, what is the product? I'm not talking about nothing. You can, if you care, you'll be on my call December 26th. But I will tell you this, one part of it, nobody's ever done it before. And I know it for a fact, because I'm not just going to do something that everybody's done. And it's like, oh yeah, it's been done before. If I'm going to do this again and come out of retirement, this is it. Like, I'm not doing anybody else's network marketing company. I'm not, I just can't. I trust me, and I trust that I have my people's best interests at heart. So December 26th, I'm excited. I'm actually going to Mexico tomorrow because I'm taking a vacation for a few days until the 22nd, 23rd, because when I get back, there will be no vacations for me. I'm just that focused. So I am letting you know, like, if I don't answer you between tomorrow and the 23rd, I'm taking a mental break so I can woo-saw. So when I get back, we go to school, period, point blank. We make a lot of money. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I'm not really going to answer any questions because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. If you care, fill out the Google form. If you can't get the Google form, send me a text message at 317-796-4361. 317-796-4361. I do have a group of about 100 people right now. If you're part of that group already, I am going to be talking to you guys before I leave. So I do have some things that I want to kind of catch you up to speed on with our current program that's morphing into our new program. So I'm excited. This is the most excited I've been. I feel like I've been in it seriously in retirement. So thank you guys for jumping on. I appreciate it. I'm going to hop off of here. I'll send you the meeting minutes through email, and then I'll make sure that you're on the email list and you get all the info you need. Let's go. One more time, right? Just like I told my sister back in the day, I'm like, give me one more time. And when we did that one more time, we were doing 1 million a week. And then we launched our own program and people did really well. And you guys know the story, so I'm not going to keep repeating old stories. We need new stories. But I need you guys to give me one more chance, right? One more time. Especially some of you guys who have been in programs and you've never recruited one soul and you haven't made money in compensation structures. This one you can. So I see you, I hear you, I respect that you stay with me. Give me one more chance, right? One more chance. I'm going to send the link one more time, and send me a text message at 317-796-4361. 317-796-4361. Send me a text and I'll send the form to you if you can't fill it out. See you later. And I have my money robe on, so you guys know what that means. All right. See you later, everybody.